Do you find yourself swaddled in the soothing blanket of safety, mistaking it for life itself? Every morning you crawl out of bed, follow the familiar routine, and retreat to the warm cocoon of habit. You crave this ease, believing it protects you. But pause, is it refuge or a cell? Seneca warned that we suffer more often in imagination than in reality, meaning the terror you attach to change is mostly a creation of your mind. In your quiet evenings, a whisper asks, "What have you lost in this comfort?" With the television playing the same old scenes and your mind on autopilot, you dream of freedom while chained by routine. Marie Curie reminds you, nothing in life is to be feared, it is only to be understood. Yet you never lean in to understand the roots of your unease. You flinch at the sting of discomfort, not realizing that you have built velvet bars around yourself. The true horror is recognizing that your sanctuary may be a gilded cage. How heavy is the crown of complacency if its jewels are illusions? Each small reassurance, the familiar smell of your morning coffee, the same route to work, the belief that tomorrow will mirror today, sounds like a lullaby. But whose lullaby is it? At night you sleep, not on dreams, but on the silence of ambition, the ashes of wonder. You made this nest of safety, line by line, one unchecked fear at a time. Yet nature never intended you to stay within it forever. Lift your eyes from your own life for a moment and look around. The world is humming. Every advertisement on the street corner, every convenience in your hand, every app pinging for your attention, all conspire to keep you comfortable. Corporations and governments have spun a web of safety for you. Consumerism and media telling you that the hottest phone or the latest streaming show will make you happy. They wrap you in cushy phrases, live your best life, home is where the heart is, there's a perfect pill or program for every ache. They sell identity in glossy packets, patriotism, fandom, status, a luxury car, a hoodie with a logo. And you buy it, thinking you are choosing. Instead, you are being drafted into an army of the contented. Robert Greene once noted that if we limit our circle of action, we can give ourselves the illusion of control. And this is exactly what society offers, a safe box of choices in exchange for your compliance. You scroll endlessly through social media, curated scenes presented as reality. Each like you give is a concession, each share a silent nod to someone else's narrative. Sirens chant at the edge of this cage, telling you all is well, all should remain well. They are the driven crowds that makes the army of the authoritarian overlord, the Chinese proverb tells us. You are the crowd, and tech platforms the overlords. If you ever twitch toward discomfort, a new idea, a new path, a new self, algorithms will prod you back on course with a tailored news feed or a familiar comedic meme. It's as if every corporation and influencer has drawn a map for you on the palm of your hand, and you follow it blindly. Those neon signs and comfort ads are not gifts, but prison guards in disguise. For when the programming says, "Don't rock the boat," you will believe it. Every credit card statement listing shows you what to value. Every celebrity photo tells you what to envy. You stand in an echo chamber, hearing the same song. They give you only as much rope as it takes to feel free. Real freedom would mean cutting it entirely. Inside your mind, an internal guard patrols the corridors he once roamed freely. It's a patchwork of voices, your parents' advice, teachers' rules, preachers' sermons, news anchors' key words, all stitched together into one overseer. It whispers, "Be good, be comfortable, don't change." You obey because the voice feels like you. But ask yourself, who wrote its script? When you hesitated to speak your mind as a child, it was this voice you heard. When you wanted to take a risk as a teenager, it was the echo of caution that held you back. And even now, in the quiet of your home, you hear it suggest which thoughts are sensible. You punish yourself when you deviate. Every tiny routine, your morning latte, your evening scroll, is cement. You think they're choices, but really you are a prisoner of inertia. It is as if your will were sand, and with every reinforcing comfort, someone pours the sea over it, washing away its edges. The pattern feels safe: comfort, compliance, avoidance of change. Robert Greene observed how the more one retreats into safety, the more one experiences the illusion of control. You retreat into Netflix marathons and junk food binges, feeling protected from pain or uncertainty, but in truth you are shackled by that very safety. To hold fast to comfort is to become its servant. The day you attempted to break routine, skipped a meeting, tried a spicy recipe, canceled a subscription, your heart raced, palms sweated, your own mind sounded its alarm. Disobedience feels like a revolt inside you. Every habit, once a friend, now keeps secrets in the dim corners. Unexplored dreams, unrealized talents, words unsaid. You walk through life drawing breath easily, but that breath is stale from the same old air. It is small wonder that deep down you feel restless, empty. The weight of stagnant water can drown even the strongest.
What happens when dawn finally peeks through the haze? It may start small, a tingle of unease at a sudden question, a longing that outpaces fear. And if you dare lean in, you will discover something startling. Beyond the cages, beyond the scripts, you exist, a soul unclouded by policy or product placement. True freedom is not sunshine on a lazy afternoon. It is the cold morning that burns your eyes awake. As Aung San Suu Kyi reminded the world, the only real prison is fear, and the only real freedom is freedom from fear. In that light, the process begins inwards. Jung said those who look outside dream, but those who look inside awake. Settle into the silence your soul craves. It will whisper truths that society forgot to tell you. Perhaps you will feel small flames of panic. That's simply the ghost of your old guard shrieking. Let it screech. Your feet are still free to move. Courage is awkward at first. The path to growth is strewn with stumbles and cold showers, unknown streets. But with each voluntary step into discomfort, the bars of your silk cell start to strain. The world will not applaud. It expects silence, conformity. But listen, the chant in your chest is your own. Yes, sometimes it hurts, but even that hurt you will come to own as your own pain, not a message beamed from afar. If you find yourself rebelling, even for a second, that too is a sign that you live. We are born to stretch and strain against our bonds. Remember Camus' insight. Freedom is nothing else but a chance to be better. This chance comes only when you dare to leave comfort behind. Your inner critic will howl that you've made a foolish choice. Ignore it for once. Each quiet moment you question a habit, each pause before a conditioned reaction is a crack of light through the wall. The song of chains is monotonous. Once you might have loved its predictability. The song of truth is raw and unique, and it is yours alone. The final act is silent. It is the whispered question, what will I do with this strange, frightening freedom?